Welcome, welcome, welcome to Dr. Greg Debates, September 27th, 2025. Let's go. How's it going, everyone? Hope you have a good night. Hope you had a good day. We are just fixing my boutonniere here. Gotta get proper. There we go. All right. Let's get to it. So much to cover. We got some UN statement to go over. I wanted to read the actual Comey indictment, guys. I wanted to see you later. I wanted to read the actual Comey indictment. Because, like I've been saying, reading is a superpower. Not that I see. Oh. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. There we go. Thank you, Ghostcraft. Hi, Rapture. How's it going? Hi, Krista. Sorry, there you go. Sorry, guys. We were just on the... There it is. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. We are exploring the ways that reading gives us superpowers. I know it sounds crazy. Yeah, it's the microphone that I used for a sound effect for something else. Hi, MEDZ. What's up, Rapture? Welcome in. Barbara Brogan, how's it going? Krista, how are you? Hey, Tracker. Hey, Helen. Welcome, welcome. Reading gives us superpowers, ladies and gentlemen. And I am serious. Good. And I'm serious about that. So I think let's go over... And then also we have the science news of the day. That's always fun. We read and we learn. Exactly, Christine. Exactly. Okay. So I guess I wanted to go first things first. Since we've read, you guys have talked about or read about the Comey thing, obviously. So Comey was indicted by Trump today, or 2 days ago. And I just wanted to look over, like, when I see that, whenever I see like an indictment happening, a report happening, my first thing is like, how can I read that? How can I read that document? I think that's the biggest thing. So, I guess the first thing would be to look through like what an indictment actually looks like. What in the what happens. So this is what is the kind of like a normal indictment here. This is Trump versus the United States versus Trump. So this is the one by Jack Smith, filed in 2023, about the election interference case. So what this is you have the indictment here, and then this is what they're saying that the charging is, and then this is the introduction. So they have paragraphs about different counts, the conspiracy, breaking it down paragraph by paragraph, the federal function, the manner and means that this was orchestrated. And this goes on for 40 more pages, okay? 45 pages, paragraph after paragraph, saying the criminal statute, how it's individually been happening, how the paragraph by paragraph talking about what has happened, 20 different, and every paragraph is numbered so that they can refer to it later, right? And this is what an indictment looks like, guys. This is if you get this slapped on you. And the problem is, and this is the thing, a lot of Republicans will be like, well, he just got charged with this indictment. It doesn't mean anything. And he wasn't found guilty. Trump wasn't found guilty of this indictment. But the facts of the case say what they are. So like paragraph 39, just randomly. Similarly, on December 9th, despite still having established no fraud in Michigan, co-conspirator 1 sent a text intended for the Michigan State Majority Leader, quote, "So I need you to pass a joint resolution from the Michigan legislature that states that, quote, the election is in dispute. There is an ongoing investigation by the legislator, and the electors sent by Governor Whitmore are not official electors of the state of Michigan and do not fall within the state deadline under that law." So that was the part of the conspiracy in order to say, hey, these guys are tampering with our electoral system. They're building out the case, right? Paragraph by paragraph. All these paragraphs are like anchored data points that they are using and they are referencing. Okay, so that's what happens here. And this is and basically at the end here, these are all these pages, and then finally, after all these pages, there's like count 2. So that was 41 pages just for one count, and then now they reference the paragraphs that they want, and then they have what the rest of the counts are. Count 3 here, count 4. This is what it actually looks like, guys. This is what a real indictment looks like. Okay. So when I heard that Trump gave an indictment to Comey, first thing I was like, I got to see that indictment. This is what it is. This is what it looks like. So the first half of the page is always United States of America versus the defendant, so Comey in this case. The counts here. And then it starts. Count 1. False statements within the jurisdiction of the legislative branch of the United States government. And these are the paragraphs, right? This is on or about September 30th, 2020. James Comey did willfully and knowingly make a materially false, fictitious, and fraudulent statement in the manner which the jurisdiction of the legislative branch of the United States government by falsely stating to a U.S. senator during a Senate Judiciary Committee meeting that, quote, James Comey had, quote, not authorized someone else at the FBI to be an anonymous source in the news report, end quote, regarding an FBI investigation. So that was it. That's their big piece of evidence, right? Like where's everything else? Like, sorry, but like where is everything else, man? This is it. This is the entire thing. This is less than a page. The first half is this, right? The first half of the page is this. The second half of the 3/4 of the page is the here, I'll let you go all the way down. Look at that. How crazy is this? It's just completely. Hello. Hi Mego. Look at this. This is how insane is this? Less than a page. Because half a page at the top is just the header, and then another half a page, quarter of the page is the signatures. So this is it. This is it, man. And then under count 1, again, more the paragraphs that you cite in order to kind of like build out your case. So 1, he just said that, had not authorized someone else at the FBI to be an anonymous source in the news report. Paragraph 2, the statement was false because Comey then and there knew he had fact authorized person 3 to serve as an anonymous source in news reports regarding an FBI investigation concerning person 1. And then 3 is that this is just all a violation of this law. I actually wonder. I haven't looked this up yet. I wonder what this is. Oh, this must be like you can't lie in Congress. Yeah, except otherwise provided in this section, in any manner within the jurisdiction of the executive, U.S. government's false. Okay, so yeah, it's like a. Yeah, it must be like a something to say that you can't say anything false. And then, so yeah, and then count 2. On or about September 30th, he did corruptly endeavor to influence, obstruct, or impede the due process exercise of the power of the inquiry under which an investigation was being had before the Senate Judiciary Committee by making false and misleading statements before that. They just say what it is, and then that's the violation. How insane is that? I mean, it blows my mind, the idea that they are actually just like making this stuff completely wholesale cloth. You know, again, guys, this is what a real indictment looks like. 40 pages, paragraphs upon paragraphs of actually outlining this is what he believes, this is what he said, this is the exact words, this is why, this is the constitutional argument, this is the ways that he did it. Over 40 pages, 47 pages, 45 for Trump's indictment, less than a page for Comey's. It's wild, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Reading gives you superpowers, right? This is like an ability to see that this is not a serious charge, right? But they're just throwing the book at him, trying to do whatever they can to mess with him. He's probably not going to be convicted of this, right? But, you know, we'll have to see. I doubt it'll be dismissed, Rapture. I mean, if it'll be settled out of court if they're trying to shake Comey down, but it doesn't seem like that's what they're trying to do. Trump normally does these First Amendment cases that he'll charge First Amendment violations to the social media companies, trying to get like $100 million out of them. But I don't think that that's what he's doing here. I don't think that he's trying to go for Comey's money. I think that he's going after his political enemies here. And kind of shows that he is, right? He's not really taking this seriously at all. He just not really, doesn't really care, right? Yeah, exactly, Paulie. I think that was the big thing. The statute of limitations was about to, and it was literally like getting people in that would be the crony that would just go in and say that it's okay. Yeah, Barbara, I think so too. It probably is a distraction from the Epstein files. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Read the documents. Read the reports that you see. It gives you a superpower, and you can tell whether or not they're legit just by looking at them. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was the first up. We have some unfortunate news to report on. All right. Yeah, Dina, no respect at all. Yeah, he's really subverting the entire thing. Yeah, Polly, I agree. All right, guys. Well, so this is another one of these things. More kids are severely ill or dying from the flu, the CDC reports. As fewer children get their flu shots, cases of rare, severe complications are rising. Last season, the U.S. experienced the highest number of pediatric flu deaths in 15 years. Christine, so this is the thing, right? This is the headline, the CDC reports. So let's see the CDC report. You know what I mean? Let's see what they're saying. So I do have that here. Let's see. This is really good production value. This is it. Here we go. So this is the actual report. Whenever you see something about, a report, go to the report, fit page width. All right, so this is the same thing, but this is the actual report that the CDC is coming out of, right? So the pediatric influenza-associated encephalopathy and acute necrotizing encephalopathy. Interesting. The 2024 to 2025 influenza season. Abstract. In January 2025, CDC received several reports of deaths among children aged less than 18 years with a severe form of influenza-associated encephalopathy, IAE, termed acute necrotizing encephalopathy, ANE. Because no national surveillance for IAE currently exists, the CDC requested notification of U.S. pediatric IAE cases from clinicians and health departments during the 2024 influenza season, a high-severity season with a record number of pediatric influenza-associated deaths. Among 192 reports of suspected influenza-associated encephalopathy submitted to the CDC, 57% were categorized as IAE, 37% of which were subcategorized as ANE. Let's see. The median age of the children with this thing was 5 years, and 55% were previously healthy. So it's not like a thing where people are going and getting sick from like a secondary infection here, right? Because they were sick, and that was the wild thing. 74% were admitted to an intensive care unit, so they were getting really sick, and 19% died. 41% of children with ANE died. So a very large portion here of this, especially the acute necrotizing encephalopathy. Only 16% of children with IAE who were vaccination eligible had received the 2024 vaccine. That's a big key part here, guys. Hey, Ducray, you guys got to get vaccinated. Get your kids the flu shot. This is exactly what they're talking. Only 16% of children with the influenza-associated encephalopathy who were vaccination eligible had received the influenza vaccine. Healthcare providers should consider IAE in children with encephalopathy or altered levels of consciousness and a recent or current febrile illness when influenza viruses are circulating. Annual influenza vaccination is recommended for all children aged greater than 6 months to prevent influenza and associated complications, potentially including severe neurological disease. Can we say it again? This is from RFK, guys. This is from RFK himself. Annual influenza vaccination is recommended for all children greater than 6 months to prevent influenza and associated complications, potentially and including severe neurologic disease, such as the ones that we were just talking about, influenza-associated encephalopathy and acute necrotizing encephalopathy. So we have to get kids vaccinated, guys. It's huge. So I'm not a real person, no. I'm a bot. Yeah, Jezel, I mean, he did for environmental protections like 40 years ago, but I mean, why would you? Who cares about that? He's doing way more harm in his anti-vaccine stuff than he ever did to benefit the environment. Great books. I don't know any great things, any great leaps in medical science. No. Nico, yeah, for some of them, the COVID vax will be prescription required in some red states, yeah. Oh, AMDZ, let's go. That means that we wake up the board. All right. Yes. Hello. Hello, hello. Party reverb on. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, Oh, the board's already on. I didn't. It's not on. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, we're still getting glowing. AMDZ with the flu shot. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Get your flu vaccine, guys. Even RFK, their CDC is recommending it. Annual influenza vaccination is recommended for all children greater than 6 months. RFK recommends flu shot for everyone older than 6 months. That's true. Nice, Linda Lou. Good job. Did you get it this week? Did you get it this week? How many pneumonia ones? I would check with your... hi, Dr. T. How's it going? I would check to see. 1 second. Catching up with chat. Yeah, sure, Sardonic. You could just like request up, bro. Sorry, guys. I'm catching up with chat here. Dan Fried, you did the right thing getting your baby the newborn the Hep B vaccine. There's no controversy with it. It's just that people that don't believe that viruses are real, they don't believe in germ theory. They're against all vaccines, so you should just discount their views entirely. Giselle, yeah, of course, and I did, and I will diss on the RFK. Yeah, because anyone that's anti-vax is anti-science. So, yeah, of course. You should get the flu shot now, Lolo, because they have the updated, they have it out going, like, already. Oh, good, Linda Lou, nice. All right. Amazing, guys. Isn't that crazy? Even RFK is recommending flu shots now, guys. It's that bad. It's that bad. Let's see what if they say anything else. So again, this is what the CDC, guys, this is what the CDC puts out constantly, by the way. I'm doing better. Thank you, Ducray. This is these MMWRs, these morbid and mortality weekly reports. You should be already aware of these because this is what they put out every week during the pandemic. This is how they gave us all of the unexpected deaths that were happening. And this is what it actually looks like, guys. So it's very similar to a paper. It has the series of publications that it is. It's formatted just like an article. It's a scientific report that they put out. There's data tables, characteristics of all the people through encephalopathy that they've had, that they've characterized here. The full report has limitations, implications for public health. So here we go. Here's the summary. So we can read this. These are the good parts. So you can take, like usually in a report and stuff, good places to really hunker down and read. One, the title. Title should be reread multiple times because the title is the essence of the entire paper. Okay, it's boiled down to one well-written sentence. 2, read the abstract. Abstract is really, really good because that's the entire summary of the entire thing, and those are the best parts, the main takeaways for everything. And then 3, any type of kind of like summary box or anything like that. Sometimes it's put out by the journal. It's not necessarily actually given out by the authors themselves. It's done by the journal. So here we go. Here's the summary. Quote, what is already known about this topic? Influenza-associated encephalopathy is a rare, severe neurologic condition of influenza, right? So it's kind of like a long COVID. It's like a long COVID associated COVID event, right? That's what we're talking about. What is added by this report, this MMWR? What are we adding? Well, during the high severity 2024 to 2025 influenza season, 109 pediatric IAE cases were identified, 55% of which of affected children were previously healthy. Okay, so it's not like they had some, other neurological condition and it's being triggered. They were healthy before this. 37 IAE cases were subcategorized as acute necrotizing encephalopathy, a severe form of IAE characterized by rapid neurologic decline and poor prognoses. Overall, 74% of the IAE patients were admitted to an intensive care unit, 19% died, 41% of patients of ANE died, and only 16% of vaccine-eligible IAE patients had received the 2024 to 2025 influenza vaccine. And then what are these implications for public health practices? All children are at risk for severe neurologic complications of influenza. Annual influenza vaccination is recommended for all children aged greater than 6 months to prevent influenza-associated complications. Again, good takeaways there. Good takeaways. Get vaccinated. Okay, sorry. Nicole, what was the vaccine reaction though? It probably was just them looking like they had the flu and not an actual adverse side effect from the vaccine itself. Oh, nice, Pollyanna. Let's go. Pollyanna Pocket 24093 3, 2, 1. Yes. Good job. Nice. What is going on? Good job. Okay. Let's see. Rhabdomyolysis? Yeah, but is this... It seems like a... Doesn't seem like it's an adverse side effect of the vaccine. It's just that when something that would have happened even worse if your kiddo got the flu that year. Yeah, how did you get rhabdo? That's so interesting. I thought rhabdo was what rhabdo is what you'd get from like freaking working out too hard at those CrossFit gyms. So yeah, it sounds like they would have gotten it even worse if they didn't have the vaccine. So and they got the flu instead. So I would it's always going to be good to get the vaccine if you're healthy and you're capable of doing it. Always. Lolo, I would usually they just keep you with the same one just to minimize any type of adverse like side effects or whatever. You just keep them on. If they got Pfizer, you just keep them on side before. Where can I find the report, Grandma? This is it's basically the weekly MMWR from the CDC. So you could put in this MMWR volume 74 number 36. Nice. Yeah, Nicole. It can be weird. I mean, like I get floored by the COVID vax like every time. I'm like sick for a day or two. It's like it's gnarly. But it's always good because it's like I'd much rather have those than the SARS-CoV-2 reaction, which is going to be a lot more prolonged, a lot more serious. All right, guys. Does it discuss concerns on this one? No, of course, no, it doesn't. There's no reason to. They're not talking about the mRNA vaccine because the flu isn't an mRNA vaccine. Yeah, Amari. Yeah, you can take the flu and the COVID vaccines. Like one in each arm is usually what people do, and then you just can take them both. That's definitely true, Julia. Um, I don't know, Rapture. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Oh, did I say the rapture word? Is that why? Is that what the problem was? Did I say the rapture thing? Is that it? Did I say rapture? COVID. No, COVID's not endemic. It's a pandemic right now. So it's guys. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but speaking of the rapture, I am, I am the prodigal son. We are, we are post rapture, y'all. I hope you're ready. Did someone say the R word? Did someone say the R word? Thank you. Thank you. So it's not in those vaccines. I'll ask because I'm autoimmune. Um, are you talking about live attenuated vaccines, Colorado kid? If you're okay, immune compromised, they usually say you can't take um, live attenuated vaccines, but the mRNA vaccines would be safe for you. So you'd say COVID is still an ongoing. Yeah, it is, Daniel. It is a pandemic. It's just like HIV is still in a pandemic. That's what. That's what it is. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. Yeah, I agree with you, J. Marie. Oh, dang, Phil. Why? Why would you have to wait? Oh, because you got it last year in December. Is that why? Yeah. CP. That's just never gonna. I mean that you wouldn't. I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about a side effect. It doesn't. Not gonna. It's all good. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel your immune system's gonna go. Like you're gonna feel like you have a fever. So yeah, Cindy Rose, we were just talking about that. Yeah, we were just reading the paper on that. Yeah, it's even worse than 80%. Actually, only 16% of children with IAE were vaccinated eligible had received the influenza vaccine. So that's actually it's even worse. It's even worse. It's 84%. Isn't that wild? Oh, okay, you said 90%. So yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, this is the CDC report that people were talking about. It kind of it was hitting the news, so we read the actual report. I love reading actual reports. Grandma, that's actually an intro. Oh, what's up, Puff? So getting a reaction or not is an interesting thing. Um, so whether or not your system like can get a better immune response from antigens that it like hosts more of a defense for. I've heard of like that it is better. I've heard other things that it's not. Um, but I don't know. You'd have to basically have a study where you studied the symptoms people had after a vaccination and then tried to mount that to the titer response. But then how would you have you'd look at for the titer, the amount of antibodies in the blood, but you'd have to give different dosages at different amounts of the same person to know that they are having a normal versus an abnormal response. So it'd be really tough because it's person by person. Yeah, J. Marie, exactly. Yeah, live attenuated means that they are evolved to be less mortal. So they don't have the killing capacity anymore, but it's really important that other people, that herd immunity it supports and creates you. So, yeah, it is very sad, Cindy. I agree. And by reading it, Cindy, we saw that RFK's own CDC is recommending the flu shot now, guys. So RFK's own CDC is recommending it. So I think that's. I mean, we won. We won, right? I mean, that's the whole thing, right? The RFK has bestowed upon us and said that it is okay to vaccine. So we shout the vaccine. And it is safe. Exactly, Mava. All right, guys. Yeah, Pollyanna. I exactly. So when you get a vaccine, your body is going to react to the antigen, and it's going to say, "Hey, there's a virus here, so we're going to mount an immune response, whatever we have, and do like normal immune functions. So raise your body temperature, that kind of stuff. So it's going to feel like you have a fever from an infection, but you don't have an infection. You have antigens from a vaccine, and that's what a vaccine is. It's something that creates a vaccine antibody response. Thank you, Meg. Yeah, feeling better. Thank you. I mean, Grandma, I would, obviously check with your physician since you have like something going on, but I would think that you'd definitely want to get it. That'd be my first inclination. I'm not a physician. I'm a scientist doctor. Oh, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. What's up, Puff?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man.
It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about the bad test scores before.
Yeah, I have no information about that yet. I mean, I have some,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of anecdotal. I don't have any statistics behind it, so I don't want to bring up the reason as to why I think it's getting bad.
What are
But
you guys doing flu vaccine drives at your school?
we have done flu vaccine. We only did like 1 day of that, though, I'm pretty
Mm.
sure. So they have 1 day scheduled for that, but at the beginning of the school year in my district, they also allowed um, free physicals and stuff like that
Hmm.
for a day. So people were able to get checked up on their vitals and stuff like that.
Nice.
Just being connected through the district.
Good.
Um, but I wanted to talk about science. I learned about the budget. Oh, I learned about the budget. Oh my god, I
Whose
learned
budget?
about how the budget that we're getting as a science department compared
Oh,
to
okay.
everyone else. I learned about. Okay, I have a cat on top of me. I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh, okay. So we learned that we in the district's budget as a whole, we are getting roughly. We're getting roughly. I want to say it's like 10% of like the actual district budget is going to science, and we're the lowest department. Lowest
No.
department. Chemistry is even lower. Oh, let me tell you the chemistry one. I got a whole for the whole school year, y'all. Ready for this number? Oh, it's gonna be a doozy. I got $300 for the whole school year.
Wow. For all, how many students do you have?
Let's do some math. I got 25 students times 6, and then we have another chemistry teacher who also has 27 students times 6. And we got $300 in the department.
Okay. What?
Every
27
class, our AP
times
chemistry, we got
6.
$89.
162. So you have $300 divided by 162. You have $1.85 for each student for the entire year.
The entire year, because everything went to physics. Of our 10% budget, everything went to physics. So
What?
we have no money for labs except for AP, because AP is separate. They're on a completely different thing. You have to go through the AP college board classroom, and there's like a whole nother meeting for that. I'm not involved with the AP side of things in my classroom, but I'm involved with like the regular chemistry class. So the argument was, I had a debate with someone at my college for my grad program talking about this, that they basically said science is not a fundamental core skill. I said, look, we teach writing, we teach math, we teach reading, we teach all your core skills in one subject. And on top of that, we got to teach new crap. So I don't want to hear California, to update people. Someone asked what state is this? I'll say California. We teach math. I literally just gave a test on Friday. No, this is for high school, but I'm connected with the grad program, so I do both things simultaneously. So I gave an exam on math. It was density, right? So I'm a basic division problem in the long term. No one could do it. I mean, it was horrible. We spent 2 weeks. Nothing got done. Then we have reading. They don't want to read more than 3 paragraphs. And I'm not talking full paragraphs either. I'm talking like 3-sentence paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, we got writing. You have to write up claim evidence reasoning, claim evidence reasoning. We shove that down kids' throats all the time. They don't want to do that either. But like the English department, I got into a big debate with a lot of the people in the English department because they got more budgeting than we did. By like 10%, and I was like, why? And like, no offense to them, but I was like, we need money for labs. Like, we don't have enough. Like, we had a teacher that wanted to do a dissection, but she couldn't afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
My co-teacher and I, we've been paying for stuff out of pocket. So all the highlighters, glue sticks, pencils, calculators, all out of pocket. Not one thing has been covered by the district. We pay for it.
Dude, that's criminal, man.
And it's horrible. We pay for everything. And so yeah, science budget is the lowest in my school, my actual school. I don't know what it's like for the other ones in the district. But yeah, how does that make you feel as a scientist, that science budgeting is not being valued when we teach every single core skills such as reading, writing, and math?
So, bro, you know what's crazy is that it's actually not that much more at the university level for undergrads. It was like $1,000 for like 100 people for the quarter. So this is like for a quarter though. For I guess so it's you know it's but for when you're doing a lab class and you're like it's like $3 a person. You know, so it's like, you know, you got an extra dollar a person at a university. Like, you're trying to plan these experiments like a PCR, you know, a qPCR reaction is going to be $1, you know? So you're just like, okay, so how important is this qPCR experiment, you know, in our thing? That's just, it's awful, man. I don't know how we like get more money to schools. We have to like get it away from property taxes, I feel like, and just start giving more money to like primary school education. It's awful.
Yeah. Middle school ain't much better. I'm learning that in middle school, teachers have basically given up, and so the incoming freshmen, essentially in the middle school level, teachers are just making them do like simulations and online simulations and watching movies and stuff, but they don't do anything. So then they're going to high school freshman year, and then they're being asked to do stuff, and they get angry about that. They're getting mad that they are being asked to write in a notebook. They're
Wow.
being asked to answer some questions at with a partner, and they're getting
Mm-hmm.
irritated, and it's because they literally have not been asked or challenged. I say challenged because for a lot of these students, I don't think we push them enough. I
Mm-hmm.
think that we try to cater to their comfort zone, and that's not going to help. That's not going to help them in the long run. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's the biggest issue. Um, but I think it's a combination. I think the reason the budget seems so bad is
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. I'm still trying to think about that because yeah, university level ain't much better. Um, like at all.
For how much money you're
So
spending, it's wild how much like doesn't go to the actual materials that you'd be spending or to do it. So it's just it's wild, man. I do think that there could be potentially some um, computer simulation experiments that would generally be interesting. I don't know how to like make the scientific process less like on rails, but then also do the things that we're talking about where you're like you have to basically buy in bulk a lot of these materials to make it cost effective in order for you to do it. So you can't be like guessing, you can't be um, you can't be you have to be very exact with your money, and you can't just be like, yeah, let's have an experiment and see if it fails or not, and like let's try, trying to feel like the let's test this hypothesis. It's more of like we're not testing anything. We're gonna do the 100% that we know it works, and we can't screw it up. And I mean, for the PCRs, even this is like the big experiments that we did want to pay for, right? That we did want to fund. They're like it's like a PCR reaction or something, right? And like the students aren't pipetting anything in. They're not pipetting the polymerases. They're not pipetting the DNA because those could actually screw up everything. That was like the most important parts that are the most expensive and that you can't screw up. So it's like we're letting them like pipette water. Like that's it. So they're not even setting up their own reaction for the thing that they're trying to do. So it's so on guardrails, man. And I feel like it's a shame, dude. Like science is so inquisitive and observational and testing, and I don't feel like you get any of that with labs right now, like how it's taught.
I got lucky when I was in college last
Mm.
semester because I had teachers who paid out of pocket a lot, but
Mm.
it was also connected to their research lab. So a lot of the teachers I had their own lab, and so it was connected, and that's how they were able to justify. But even we're justifying, like we give the lesson plans and stuff of the lab, what it's going to do,
Yeah.
and we still have the district say there's no point in that. I'm like, how are you like? Why am I being hired then as a teacher if you think that what I'm asking to do doesn't like do anything? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you think I'm not teaching anything, why did you hire me? Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
no point if you just are gonna deny because it has money. Like, if I'm a bio teacher and I want to do a dissection,
Yeah.
right? I will give you the lesson plan on why it's important and stuff like that, and then you'll still have the administration say, well, if we have to give it to you, then we have to give it to all the other bio classes and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like, then what do you want from me? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Then you're asking me to pay out of pocket. I already pay for glue sticks, pencils, calculators,
Mm-hmm.
highlighters. You know what I mean? Paper. I mean, some of these students don't even have a notebook. I had to pay for
Uh,
like 20 notebooks because here's the thing as a teacher, if you ask a student to get something at home, you have to also buy it yourself because half of them will not buy anything. So
mm,
that's the thing as a teacher. If you put in your syllabus you need a notebook, then you also, as the teacher, need to buy at least 20 notebooks just in case someone doesn't buy anything. And that's the issue I've had with teachers. It's been a horrible week. I mean, this has been one of the worst weeks of teaching, not because of this, but like we lost a student unfortunately.
oh man.
And so it was a student I knew, and then on top of that, I had to help all the other classmates
Hmm.
because the district basically said it wasn't anything like bad. It was just an unfortunate, thing that happened, but the district basically said just act like this is normal. And I'm like, how can we act like losing a student is normal? Like, we cannot be acting like that's normal. We need to be a human being and
Yeah.
be empathetic. But the district said you need to have sympathy. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have sympathy where I'm just going to feel bad for them. I'm going to have empathy and ask them what they're feeling. You know what I mean? Try to express that. So that was the beginning of my week.
Oh,
Beginning of my week was all that. And then we had the district budget thing. And it's just been awful. I'm burnt out. Burnout is real. I'm already burnt out, but I'm still trying to push. No research. No, there was. So the district like opened the wellness center for like the whole day. But like, if I'm a teacher, right, and I'm the first class you go to when you learn this news,
Yeah.
and I just act like, yeah, and I just think that everything's normal, and I just say everything's normal. That's not being a human being. I'm modeling to them that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. My actions speak louder than my words. So I can't do that. So what I did, I have a co-teacher. So what I did with my co-teacher, I said, you teach the lesson, because here's the thing. They're not going to listen to the lesson either because of the news, right? It's a very heavy thing that does to your body. So I just pulled students aside and I checked in with them one by one for every class period, every single one, one-on-one for like 3 minutes. Hey, how you doing? Where are we at?
That's good.
I did that the whole day on Tuesday. That was my entire day was that. And then if I thought they should go to the wellness center, I said go to the wellness center, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like take them there and everything like that. That was my entire Tuesday. And then I learned about the budget on Wednesday. And then we had the quiz on Friday. I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this week right now. This is not going well. Yeah, and there's been a lot since last time I've been here, everyone, because I talked about test scores last time, and I talked about the national report card. If you don't know anything about that, I recommend Googling it, of the national report card. It has some good statistics on the direction that we're heading. It's not a good one.
Yeah.
And then they basically said science doesn't matter, and that really hurt a lot because they act like that we're not helping them with core skills that they need.
Yeah.
When we talk about language, we talk about reading, we talk about math, we talk about writing. We talk about every single core feature. And on top of that, science is observational.
Yep.
We're connecting them to their senses, and no one values that anymore. It's really sad.
Yeah, dude, I still remember my
want-
cat dissection. That was like a huge pivotal moment in my biology class in my high school. It's all the like the big experiments, and we dissected that thing for like a month. It was insane. We stretched it out. Yeah, cow eye. Yeah, man. It was, those are really important points, and that just takes money, and yeah, we're not funding it. It's
yeah, I think I did the pig dissection, like the classic one, you know? Yeah, someone said fetal pigs. Yeah, that's what I did too. The smell was horrible. That was one of the worst
formaldehyde
smells.
is gnarly.
Yeah, the formaldehyde was horrible. But I won't take up anyone's time anymore. It's been a long week.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Puff, thanks, bro. I want to figure out how we can help or something. Maybe we could do like a fundraiser or something. I don't know. Maybe we could do that for you and your department or something. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any of that power, but I mean, I can always talk to the chair of my department that brings up these issues to admin, and see what she wants to do.
Yeah,
but
just ask if there's any, if they have any. We're not going to sponsor anything. We're just going to give you money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing, right? Because I'm a student teacher, right? So I'm still like, I'm like in between, like being an action, because I'm still getting my credentials, so I'm like in an in between spot right now. But I'll see what the legality is behind me doing that, because I'm like in a weird spot right now.
Okay, yeah. See what we would have to do, or that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, this is all I've learned this week. I've learned that with all this, I learned that admin. I mean, they didn't sponsor, but they honored the football game after the student. I thought that was a good start, but I wish there was more action in the moment, because end of the day, we have to show empathy to these students. We model what they
Yeah.
would see from adults, and if they see that we don't care, it's going to make them not care. Why are they going to care about the work if we don't care about them as a person?
Yeah, man, for real. I mean, that's like
That's the
someone
thing.
that is their, um, especially since like the news isn't gonna be covering it. You know what I mean? Or like there's gonna be no national attention towards it. It's like if the school doesn't even do anything, it's like, dang, my life is that disposable. That would be awful.
Yeah, so anyway, I'll probably have something new to bring up next time I'm here, probably next week.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate everyone's time tonight,
Yeah.
and I hope the show goes good for you. I like the backdrop now. I like how it has
Oh,
like
thanks, man. Dude,
a moving the moving red.
these are my this is my actual PhD publication that my wife got like metal posters of. So
Ah,
this is the dye DNA that's bound to the carbon nanotubes. This is the chloroplast autofluorescence. So this is all the algae, and then this is a zoomed in picture. And then all these like white spots like here and here, these are like the white, like when cyan and magenta overlap, they are that shows co-localization. So that's basically how I proved that the carbon nanotubes got inside the algae chloroplasts right there. So she blew it up and yeah, it was my early birthday present.
that's cool. W wife for sure.
I know, man.
Anyway, I'll check back in
Yeah,
next
please,
week.
Puff. Let us know how we can help, man. And like, I really would love to do. Yeah, I know your co-teacher shut it down, but maybe you could at the same time say that I'd be willing to do a Zoom call or, you know, anything. I don't know, but however I can help.
Yeah. I appreciate everyone's time tonight, and everyone have a good night. Thank
Okay.
you again, Doc. I'll talk to you on Discord.
Thanks, man. Dude, Puff, man, Mr. Puff, guys, give it up. Okay, give it up for him. He's out there doing the thing, man. Actually in the streets, pushing the stuff, actually creating the next generation of scientists. I just play a scientist on TV, guys. You know, he's curating them, which is so cool. Oh, thank you, Deanne. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not a physician. I am a scientist. We were just talking to Puff, and Puff's a high school teacher or middle school. I forget. I think it's high school. So talking about how I think chemistry. I want to say chemistry, and yeah, there's like a lot of yeah. Yeah, exactly, guys, exactly. No, Jocelyn, I just love boutonnieres. You know, I love science. Um, I love plants. I've always loved working with plants. I'm a plant biologist. So that's kind of like my primary system that I work with, algae and land plants. Because guys, like, basically, for my immunotoxin paper, I worked with some mice, and it was really sad having to. I didn't kill the mice myself, but just knowing you're constantly like going into work and just having to cull, you know, and that's gnarly. It really like drags you in, drags you down. So with plants, I have less of an attachment. You know what I mean? And with plants, I can do really cool things with them, and I don't have to worry about getting like sign-offs, and I don't have to worry about the moral problems of like an experiment that goes awry, and now those mice died with no evidence to their name. You know, it's just kind of stuff. So that's why I love algae specifically, because every single alga, guys, every single algae cell is a land plant, is a plant. And versus like, imagine like millions of algae in a milliliter of water versus how much land you would need to plant in order to have a million plants, right? It's like crazy. So I like to change genes. I'm a molecular biologist, so I like to change the genomes of things that I work with, and it's so easy to do that with algae. So that's kind of like why and where I land. So yeah, it's just like, and honestly, and for fashion wise, I hate pocket squares. I think pocket squares look weird. You know, they're like coming up here, and then they never sit right. So I don't like that. I like boutonnieres because they can kind of just stay there, and it's like unique, and I think that they look cool, and you can just like more easily change them out. And otherwise, like I like dressing up. I usually wear a suit jacket like around. I actually dress with a tie every day for grad school. So, yeah, but so I'm actually dressed down for here. I'm relaxed, and that's when, yeah, that's when I kind of consider it's kind of weird. I did some streams with just me chilling, like in a t-shirt, just relaxing, talking to the camera, and I don't consider those kind of like the start of the Dr. Greg show kind of thing. You know, like I really feel like when I started taking this seriously and putting the jacket on and kind of making more of a production out of this, that was the kind of like the start of this whole thing that you're watching right now. Thanks to Craig, keeping it safe in here. I love it. Have you heard about the shot they're working on that can reverse cell age in organs? I saw that, Ruben. It's like a stem cell treatment. It deters the aging process. It doesn't so much reverse the cells, but yeah, it deters the aging. Yeah, we did see that. It was pretty cool. So what's the best algae for biofuels? I mean, Jay, there's a lot of different questions in that, man. So I mean, you'd probably want something with high triglycerides. So there's some Nanochloropsis strains that are pretty good. But then again, like you want to be able to strain engineer it. So Chlamydomonas ranhardi is probably, you know, a good thing there. You just want like a hardy alga that can like withstand good nitrates in the water, because you want sewage runoff. So you want to use that, and then yeah, so maybe Nanochloropsis or Chlamydomonas. Hi Y, how's it going? Sea moss is okay, but like alga are better, because you basically have less fibers in there, so it's easier. Oh, cool, Cousin Blue. Nice. No way, Silly Goose. That's awesome. I was thinking about doing microscopy as like a stream event. We did, Madison. We read about it. It's a treatment. I wouldn't say it's a cure. They specifically said it's not a cure. I don't, because I'm blue. I don't make transgender mice, but that is where they do a lot of the XY, XXY, XY, XX stuff. The biggest challenge for growing them is the money. Having the money to fund it so that it is cost effective in order to grow. That's the biggest problem. You know, there's an economy of scale problem with algae biofuels. That's the thing that's keeping us back. We have all the technology we need. We don't have to develop any new technology to make algae biofuels a thing. It's literally just take the $50 billion a year that we give to oil companies and give it to algae biofuels instead. We could do that right now, but we just don't. Hi, MB Human. How's it going? Yeah, Jay. Yeah, like 2010 was like peak algae biofuels, and then it kind of all went down around there. Ruben, yeah, probably not, bro. You're finite. Your time on this world is finite, man. I think it's just better to do that. I don't think that we'll ever be able to reverse age, man. I don't think. Maybe, 1,000 years from now or hundreds of years from now, maybe. But I think it's not going to happen. Exactly, MB Human. Hi, Ghostface. How's it going? Oh, okay, Cousin Blue. Gotcha. I have gone to a so like so basically XX chromosome organisms don't have both of the X chromosomes turned on. So basically you have one of them is silenced. It's called X chromosome silencing. And it's X chromosome inactivation. So it's studied because like which one is so that mechanism is studied. And then also like how can you put in another X? Yeah, exactly. So XXY. So you can put in different stuff in any so there's like tons of different ways that people study this legitimately. So hi, Sustaining a Smile, how's it going? Oh, thank you, Envy. Appreciate you. X inactivation is a process by which one of the copies of the X chromosome is inactivated in therin female mammals. Therin. The inactive X chromosome is silenced by being packaged in a transcriptionally inactive structure called the heterochromatin. As nearly all female mammals have two X chromosomes, X inactivation prevents them from having twice as many X chromosome gene products as males, who only possess a single copy of the X chromosome. Wow, so it's like DEI, huh? You gotta, women are innately more powerful, twice as more powerful as us, so it's like DEI for males. That's what they're saying, huh? Is that what's going on? When did your woke mind virus get into biology, guys? Jeez, stop politicizing science. You guys got into, jeez, God, dude. Jeez. We kid because we love. We kid. Theria. What is a theria, guys? Is a subclass of mammals among the theriforms. Theria includes the eutherians, including the placental mammals, and the metatherians, including marsupials, but excludes the egg-laying monotremes and various extinct mammals involving prior to the common ancestors. Oh, that's cool. Sometimes stars, I mean, there's like they're like specific ones. Like sickle cell disease gives you an immunity to malaria, right? But it's very rare. Huh. Interesting stars. What is this called? We got nerfed. Exactly, Rebecca. Yeah, exactly. You got nerfed. Huh. Do we have less anti-vaxxers? Guys, I don't know what's happening. They were lining up before, we couldn't stop them. And we're laying waste to them. Let's go, Mary. Let's go, guys. It's Mary and her husband, guys. Mary and her husband, guys. This is a vax party. Yes, Mary and her husband. 3, 2. Wait. Actually, which one? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes. RFK recommends a flu shot for everyone over 6 months of age, guys. Everyone should get a flu shot, according to RFK. Listen to the man. I mean, he is the God Emperor of science. Do what he says. Do what he says, guys. Yeah, Ruben. And that's not what RFK says. So you got to listen to RFK, dude. Hi,
What's
Abigail.
up?
How's it going?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good.
Good. Um, so I was, so you know, I moved. I moved to
Mm-hmm.
the Pacific Northwest. I don't know if you were caught up to that, but I don't live in SoCal anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And things are quite different, Doc.
Okay.
um,
A lot more crunchy granola
it,
people.
well, yes and no. Like the where kind of where I live is a little more conservative, and when you say a little, I mean in the town that I live in, they had a Charlie Kirk like protest after he
Mm,
passed away.
dang.
I don't want to say the city. I'm not comfortable
Yeah,
saying the
yeah.
city that I'm
Yeah,
alive,
don't,
but
don't.
it's a very small one. But I'll say that I live close to Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. But correct, Helen. Yeah, you're close. So, um, yeah. So, anyways, so I was actually going to a job interview in Portland, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a position where we're working with Osprey. I don't know if you're familiar with Osprey, but essentially, I'm not taking the job, so I'm comfortable talking about it. But essentially, Osprey works to end like food waste in Oregon, right?
Nice.
And so, yeah, super sick. And so sorry, my words are super slow tonight, but the
You're good.
lady who was doing the interview, it was like a 5-person interview, 5-person to the one
Panel.
lady. She was like, and a requirement is that you're up to date on your COVID-19 vaccinations. In my head, I knew, I was like, I'm not up to date, but like, I don't mind going and getting it, right?
Sure.
And then there's a lady right next to me, and she goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to stop you right there." And I'm like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good." And she goes, "So I don't believe in taking that vaccine." And the recruiter goes, "Okay, well, we
Huh.
can talk about that." And she's like, "Well, do you have any exceptions, like religious
Oh my
exceptions, or like
gosh, dude. I'm
any
religious now.
exceptions at all?" And she's like, "Well, we can talk about that in the one-on-one interview."
Mm-hmm.
And Doc, I'll tell you, in that moment, I realized how fucking stupid I looked all of those years.
Mm-hmm.
I never did anything like that, but I realized how stupid I looked. And so then when they went to go do the one-on-one interviews, she was the first one that was up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, her interview took 30 seconds.
Oh, they were like, no, this isn't gonna be it.
They were not going to let her work there without being vaccinated in some
Well,
capacity
you're
at
exposing
all.
people that are like, especially in a public service industry. Like that's dangerous. You know.
Yeah, literally, the job is canvassing, so it's going door to door. So
Yeah.
you're literally going from door to door to door to door of people. Like you can't, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I just thought it was a funny, interesting thing to see in real life.
It's important. You got to like look out for people, especially. And I hate the exemptions. Everyone just has an exemption, and states are way too lenient on it. They just let people have. That's honestly amazing that they actually stood by and said like no exceptions, or she just was just like, this is weird that you're requiring this amount. So because normally it's like, yeah, we'll make an exception for you for some religious thing, and that's how people usually get around it. At least in California.
Yeah, and I feel like in Oregon, or at least in Portland, that's how it would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it would be similar to California in the sense that like it would be an actual religious thing, like someone who doesn't take any vaccines, and that's kind of crazy. But do as you wish, right? Um, but this whole like Jesus never said, and then I'll hop off. But Jesus never said don't take vaccines. Never
Yeah.
once in that Bible did that man say, "Do not take vaccinations. Do not believe in science."
There are ones religious groups that are against like blood transfusions because they think that now it's like sacrosanct kind of thing. So I guess I could understand that a little bit more. But I mean, it's like you're if you're getting a blood transfusion, there's like a reason. So like to not get a blood transfusion, you're basically like going and saying, yeah, there's a good chance that I die from this, which why would anyone want that? Like for other people, why would you teach that to someone? That just seems so suffering. I don't know. It's very odd.
It's strange, and not to make excuses, but I'm in my late 20s, right? So like I'm still kind of developing my framework of the world, so I kind of have an excuse to like be becoming into reality, right? But this woman was in her 40s. To me, like there's no excuse for someone who is in their 40s to have as much lived experience as they do, to live in somewhere like Portland, Oregon, and to have the resources that you do in a place like Portland, Oregon, to not believe in vaccinations. There's no reason. There's no reason. So.
It's tough. It's just they work so effectively, and they don't. Well, it's just the whole. I mean, a lot of them don't believe in viruses at all, or if they do, it's like, why would I get vaccinated for polio? I don't see polio at all. And you're like, that's 40 is a weird one because it's not old enough. It's not like 70 where you kind of know someone that had like polio or something. You know, polio is that. Nice, Mrs. Dr. G in the house. How's it going? 5 NICU nurses in our community, and guys, they watch us on the breaks at the NICU. It's wild. We're popping.
Let's go.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Vax party. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Nice. Mrs. Dr. G vaccinating the community herself, getting it done. Shots in arms. They have the Yeah, they love babies and they don't want to spread the flu. Exactly. We just watched. Well, there's a new thing. We'll go over it really quickly. Oh, thank you, MB. Thank you for going on. For anyone that doesn't know, there's an increase of influenza-associated encephalopathy and acute necrotizing encephalopathy, and kids are dying at astonishing rates. And the CDC is saying that people need to get vaccinated for the flu. Even RFK, their CDC is recommending it, guys. The median age of children with the IAE was 5 years old and 55% were previously healthy. So only 16% of children with the IAE, which is the influenza-associated encephalopathy, only 16% of the children with the IAE who were vaccination eligible had received the vaccine, the influenza vaccine. So this is what I'm talking about. RFK himself is recommending this. And people are dying. People are dying. Kids are dying from this. Healthy kids are dying from the flu right now. And the way to protect yourself is to get the flu vaccine. So they recommend it for anyone older than 6 months. Ruben, this is your guy. He's recommending it. It's not just me. So lolcow, like basically babies and elderly people both have immune systems that aren't either fully developed or compromised, right? They don't. That's who dies more commonly during diseases. So they're, babies don't have a flourished gut microflora. They don't have the antibodies. They don't have the immune system. And the elderly just are, they don't have a fully functioning, robust immune system. Ghostface, we are trying anything that we can to get people to get vaccinated. So if telling people that are vaccine hesitant, their dear leader agrees with the RFK, our goal is not to be anti-RFK, right? Our goal is to be pro-science. So if he accepts the science, we have to push him up and say, hey, he's accepting the science in this point, and this is a good thing. Do you know what I mean? We're not contrarians here. We're not contrarians. We are pro-science. Thank you, Rapture. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely, Ghostface. Yeah, they are. It's 6 months and up. Yeah. exactly. I know, Ducre. Real quick, I see you, Ghostface. Just give me 1 second. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna do this real quick. Doom, doom. We're going to do this. This never works, guys. I'm trying to. Thank you, guys. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't mean to do this. No. Dude, this is awful. What's going on, guys? And we're almost there, guys. We did it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, to all the super fans. Oh, man, that's way too loud. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to increase the production value here, and I'm just failing. I'm failing all over the place. You know what I mean? We're trying. There. That's there. Okay. Thank you to all the gifters. Guys, look and become a fan of the stream. That is the #1 way that you can support us. We're trying to get more fans so that we can level up the stream. But thank you to all the gifts and the super fans. Thank you, Rapture, Cindy, Rose, Ducre, Dr. T, Cousin Blue, Helen, Ghostbusters. Thank you to all the likers, AMDZ, Cindy Rose, Darcher Man, Helen, Terry, Mary, Ducre, KWS. Check out the link tree, guys. That's where the Discord is. That's where all of my publications are, and my YouTube. So my YouTube archive and highlights are all there. So check it out. But real quick, guys, thank you so much. Back to the show. Specifically, guys, hit this thing. Hit this thing. Hit this thing. Hit this heart thing right here. Hit it. Hit it. Become a fan of the show. It helps us. We're trying to level up the stream, guys. We're trying to get the fat loots. You know what I mean? We're trying to get the fat loots. What in the world? Why is the chat down there now? We're falling apart. We're falling apart, guys. Why is chat down there? What is going on? Wait 1 second, Ghostface. I'm sorry, bro. What is happening? We're back. There we go. All right, yeah, hit the heart thing, become a fan, guys. And if you were a subscriber before, hopefully you became a super fan, but then you have to redo your subscription in order to get access to all the awesome stickers that we have. And we have a lot of awesome stickers, I will say. I know multiple elderly people that have gotten hospitalized after the COVID flu vaccine. I mean, they're probably getting sick and having other problems, associated with it. I doubt it's associated with the vaccine itself. I mean, you're getting a small amount of viral particles that are the antigens that your body is making the immune response to, but it's not an adverse side effect to the vaccine itself. In other words, if they are getting sick and need hospitalization to that small amount of viral particle, they need even more help from the vaccine. So if they would have gotten sick with the full flu or the full SARS-CoV-2 and developed COVID-19, they would definitely be in the hospital, which would be even worse for them because they weren't vaccinated. So vaccines help you, if you do get exposed, to have a lesser viral load. They can, Lainey. So you can have an adverse side effect to the vaccine itself, which is extremely rare. Like we're talking about more than 1 in a million. Extremely rare. So it's rarer than getting struck by lightning or dying from a shark attack in the water. So that does happen, but it's extremely rare. And so we know the risk of the flu, we know the risk of SARS-CoV-2, we know the risk of COVID-19, and we know the risks of the vaccine. And the vaccine is way, 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 way safer. So it's always safer to get the vaccine than it is to be exposed to the disease, especially when SARS-CoV-2 can cause you long COVID, and that's neurological damage. Or you can, like we were just talking about with the flu, you can actually get something that can cause a severe reaction, and you could die from that too. So, yeah. Yeah, lolcow, you can. Yeah, you get the flu and you get COVID at the same time, both different arms. Yeah, yes, Sarah. I think that you have to show people the benefits of vaccinations at the same time. I agree. Ghostface, how's it going, man?
I'm doing great. So, I really only got one question. That's the reason why I kind of like already touched base on it. But with the vaccines for any child above the age of 6 months old, why all of a sudden did it change? I mean, I'm not saying nothing against it, but I'm just saying like, why did it all of a sudden now it's changed, and why is it recommended for people 6 months and older?
I don't think it's changed. I don't think it's changed. I don't think that they're just recommending it. Their
I thought,
recommendation for it is going down to that age. I don't think that. I don't know when the flu vaccine has been recommended for 6 months and above, but I think it's for a long time.
okay, and like, my thing is like, I heard you talk about this earlier about their immune system. With their immune system not being like fully developed, how would that like not affect them negatively? You know what I mean?
It's 2003 is when the official recommendation started to include 6 months. So yeah, 2003. It hasn't been. It
Oh,
hasn't been.
so I was thinking it was a year. My fault.
No, oh no, it's all good, man. Sorry, real quick. So I don't know, Aaron. I get a lot of boosters for flu and COVID, and I've gotten tons. Growing up, I've always gotten vaccinated every month, every year. So it's not been a thing to me. So I'm not afraid of a shot like you are. So, and no, they don't alter your genes. The mRNA isn't DNA. So that's false. I'm sorry. So Ghostface, you so your question was about the 6 months, and you're saying that the kid, if they're being exposed to this, and they don't
Yeah,
have the immune system, then how is it safe for them to get it?
yeah.
Okay.
Because like if their immune system hasn't fully been developed yet, like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I I
It's
I,
it.
I
You're
I'm a
right.
first parent, so
So
like I
yeah, yeah,
I have
yeah.
a
No,
small child. That's the reason why I'm asking.
yeah, all good. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I mean, it's because it's such a small amount. That's why. Because the antigen, which is the thing that you're exposing to, it's kind of like the sparring partner. Like the sparring partner for your immune system isn't one that's going to go like full force and take you out. It's just enough so that the new immune system can like see just enough of it to get that memory, so that when they do come in with the sparring partner that will actually hurt them, they can actually defend themselves.
Okay, and I've got one more question for you. So I've heard this theory, but I don't know how well it is. But I heard that if you like say get sick with like the flu or whatever you get sick with, if you let your body fight it off naturally, will your body eventually build the immune for it without the vaccine?
It will, or you can. The problem is that basically, you know, it's always safer to get a antibody from a vaccine than it is to be exposed to the virus or the pathogen, because basically the virus or the pathogen can replicates inside your body and can have very serious heart like sad side effects that the vaccine just doesn't have. So like for example, SARS-CoV-2 is the virus and COVID-19 is the disease. So SARS-CoV-2, an infection of SARS-CoV-2 can actually cause you to develop long COVID, which is a neurodegenerative disease. That means that you can lose your smell, taste, your hearing. You can have vertigo. You can have chronic fatigue symptoms. There's a lots of different ways that long COVID can actually injure you. So, and for example, the SARS-CoV-2 vaccine doesn't do that at all. It just creates a little bit of spike protein that your body memorizes, and then that's it. That's why they're so much safer.
And you would recommend like getting these flu shots every year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And recommend get the Follow for your kiddo. Follow the AMA, the American Medical Association, and then the American Pediatrics Association. They have like their vaccine schedule. And your pediatrician should be following that, and then just get them whatever it is and whatever they need. You don't have to worry about overlapping amounts or anything like that. It's all been tested and it's all been proven to be safe. Like, but not by just like the United States scientists, but scientists across the world that have no connection with the FDA or pharmaceutical companies or anything like that.
I got you. I was just wondering because I seen that you was promoting it, and I was like, because I thought it was a year was the recommendation, and I was just wondering why they decided to drop it.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's one of those things that you don't know until you have a kid, you know. So
Yeah.
It's all good, man. Like, and I think that there's a lot of like misinformation about like, oh, they're making it lower and lower in order to try to get the kids or whatever, and it's just unfortunately we have to battle misinformation along with like genuine questions, and that's what we're here for, man. So I'm happy that you could ask your question, and hopefully I helped. So
Oh, you did. It makes sense to me a lot now.
nice, sweet, man. Well, if you ever have any other questions, man, I got 4 kids myself, so if you ever want to talk, whatever, just let me know, okay?
I got you. Thank you.
All right, nice, man.
Bye.
All right. Got another coward in the chat. God, it's just so frustrating when they're just they hide behind their keyboard. What do you have to say in terms of babies or elderly people getting multiple vaccines at once? Yeah, they're completely safe, lolcow. They've been tested, man. The CDC vaccine schedule has been tested by other countries, and it's perfectly safe. Yeah, it just is. I know, silly goose. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Marlis. Thank you, guys. Exactly. Yeah, the reason why they push you into getting multiple at once is that because it's less traumatic for the child, because you can have less pokes, you can have less visits to the doctor's office. So it's like, who are you, bro? How many followers do you have? Dude, look at this guy. Look at this bot. This guy is a complete bot, dude. 228 followers, 228K followers, but he doesn't follow anyone. Look at this absolute bot, bro. Who is this loser? What is this guy? He's like a complete bot account. Let's see what let's laugh at this guy. Let's laugh at this nerd. Oh, he's British. Is that why? Is that why? Look at this loser. Listen up. Oh, he's got George Carlin, guys. He's gonna. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Here's a WHO thing. Why isn't this going? I don't see it. I don't hear it. Oh, I've unmuted the stream. Here we go.
You won't be aware of it, so please listen up. So for the last 2 years, the WHO have been trying to get that thing through there, and
The pandemic agreement.
really, really well, and a lot of people released a statement.
Look at this loser.
New accord that I was. Every single country signed up to this. They didn't. Costa Rica is an amazing free place. Rica never closed its borders. It remained open.
Oh, he's so okay. So it's just like typical anti-vax, like talking about the WHO. Yeah, just like typical like trash, man. Oh, was that freaking? Let's see what his most popular video is. It's just like all good freaking crypto nonsense. He's a crypto bro. Refuses to invite up. Let's see. Let me see if I can find him. Here we go. Invited him. Let's see. Let's see, I invited him, guys. I doubt he joins. These guys never join. They're always just like nonsense. Never fun, dude. Never fun. I don't like these crypto bros. Like, it's so wild, man. I don't know why anyone follows people like this. They just basically read the titles for this. Yeah, dude. He just like reads the titles of stuff. Like, why? In what world is like reading titles so onerous that you have to watch TikToks of a guy reading titles to you? Like, it's so weird to me. It's very weird to me. How is going to the doctor and getting shots traumatic for a baby? Is it really? I mean, sometimes Laucal, yeah, they don't like going to the doctor, and yeah, the less shots that you can give them, the better. You know, it's easier for them if they get the same antibody response. Yeah. Oh, he didn't. He's left. He left the chat, guys. Oh, I tried. I'm too. Oh, there he is. There he is again. Where is he? Where is he? Let me try to find him. He left. He left the stream instead of accepting, and now he joined back in. I can't find him again. Okay, let's see this loser. Where is the freaking? There it is.
I'm going to connect some dots for you in this video that involve this guy, it involves the Federal Reserve, it involves the tariffs, and it involves the stock market. And nobody is talking about this, so please listen up.
Wow, guys.
So you'll all be aware about the tariffs. He's just slapped them on the European.
Okay, I can't. I don't want to. I can't. I'm watching it on YouTube, so like he's gonna freaking claim my video. So I can't do that. God, what a. What a monkey. What an absolute monkey. Taking the piss. Bro, you're an absolute coward. It's insane. These guys, they just, these people, like, how do they, like, what is their problem? Oh, my pediatrician taught us a trick with shots and sugar water on the pacifier. Oh, that's a good idea. No, I'm on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube just to like have all my stuff archived, you know, so people can watch. There are sometimes like 4 to 5 people that watch on YouTube, so that don't like to interact with chat or whatever. So that's what it is. I do, but it's more of like a personal account with like me and my jujitsu stuff. The beard will be back, guys. Hair grows back. Don't worry. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Oh, shoot, guys. This seems like a big... I know what I need to do. Wait. Well, I gotta watch this. Here he goes. Wait, here's his... We'll watch his most popular video. Here we go, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get the audio in. Ready? I'm gonna pipe in the audio. Ready? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. There it is. Yeah, that's it. Wow. God, I can't believe this. How long is this? This is 3 minutes of this. This is crazy. That's crazy. Dang. 3 minutes of this. I can't. Okay, I can't. It's just he keeps talking. It's crazy. Well, it's got a lot going on there. That's definitely good stuff. Really good content that he's putting out, guys. That was incredible. Got to give it to him. Incredible stuff. My published papers are on my link tree, Lal Cow. They're in my link tree in my profile, and then they're all there. There's no paywall. Thank you, Sustaining a Smile. Thank you, Gunny. Yeah, it's a little. Hey, it's a little dimmer today, but we are the light, we are the fire. You gotta bring it, so yeah. That's what my mom would have wanted. Yeah, Ghostbusters. Yes, it would have been. Can't imagine. Thank you, Silly Goose. Thank you. Exactly. My mom want that. That would be what she wanted too. No, Amber. My mom passed away yesterday. I hear the pharmaceutical companies can't be held liable for the deaths. No, Auntie, it's a common misconception. So, but there was something passed in 1987 for you can't hold them like petty lawsuits and stuff, but you can absolutely get charged for gross negligence, that kind of thing. You can file lawsuits against them, absolutely. It's just you can't charge them for petty stuff. Oh, it's okay, Amber. It's all right. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Silly Goose. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. She was a big fan. I was so proud of being able to tell her, what we've done here, and she was really proud of all the vaccines because she's a nurse. She was constantly getting vaccinated herself and drove us to all my vaccine appointments growing up. And I thank you, Cindy. Yeah. And it's wild. Yeah, it's really tough, but yeah, it still feels a little surreal, to be honest with you. It happened really quickly. She got diagnosed in November with cancer, and then we lost her within a year. So it was really fast. And she is, Swifty. She is. She's very proud. She was very proud. It was very nice. Thank you, Chaomatic. Thank you. So, yeah, sustaining, exactly. She was Nightflyer. It was very nice. She was. Thank you. Yeah, I've been the last 2 weeks. I haven't been going to jiu-jitsu because I've been driving up. It's been the hospital that she was at was City of Hope, so it was an hour and a half to 2 hour drive one way. So and I had to be back to watch the kids at night and that kind of stuff. So it was a really long drive. So I'm not doing that anymore, and she's not in pain. So I can work on myself a little bit, get more back into jiu-jitsu. I can get back into the gym, and I can do that, So, I'm so sorry, Swifty. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your support, and yeah. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you, guys. No, thank you, New Amos. Thank you, guys. Yeah, why? City of Hope is amazing. The people there are incredible. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, it was really nice. Yesterday, I just kind of came in and it was just kind of hanging out. Had some devil's lettuce and some adult beverages, and so it was a little bit different. It was a little bit of a different strain. I didn't archive it. It's on the YouTube archive, guys. It just kind of was it was a chill hangout session. So it was fun. But we're back. We're back. Thanks, Swifty. Thank you. And yeah, dude. That was part of the reasons why I buzzed my beard too. I just wanted to feel different. I wanted something to be different today, you know? And just feeling like clean and feeling different and feeling I don't know how to say it, but like unburdened, you know, like just it was so weighed on me, the stuff that I wasn't doing for my mom. Yeah, transition. And it was like yeah, I just felt so sad that I wasn't doing more the entire time. And what I can't, how, you know, and my parents are very private. They're very private, you know, they're not, they're very strong. And even in the last year when she got her diagnosis, it was just like because she was super healthy, super fit, and super ate right her entire life, you know, like it was just a freak, really aggressive cancer that she got. And even then she was like, this is nothing, don't worry about me. You know, and it was just super, super strong, even till the day that she died. It was nice. Yesterday I got to spend it with her, and it was really nice. She liked James Taylor. We were just listening to James Taylor, and I was like, Mom, we're on a James Taylor date, you know, and so she's laughing and smiling, and we were looking at all these pictures with her grandchildren and her, talking about, you know, all these amazing times. And my wife, we got some aromatherapy for her, so we could put some peppermint, some lavender in the air and just change it up, and put hung up pictures for her grandkids that she made for her on the wall so that she could see that. Just surrounded her with love, and yeah, I spent like all day with her yesterday. And then they switched her to comfort care, and I told my mom that she could stop fighting because she would just keep fighting. And we told her she can stop fighting, and it's okay. And she passed away right after they did that. So I think that she was at ease and at peace. And yeah, it was really nice. There's a lot worse ways to go. There's a lot worse ways to go, man. You know, on opiates, and it was a really nice way that she went out. Wasn't like a traumatic thing. And honestly, the thing that really gets me is she was a great mother to me, a great, incredible mother to me the entire time. And it's really like my kids. Like she was an amazing mother, but she was so excited to be a grandmother. And that's the thing that gets me really sad, was like she still had 10, 15, 20 years. She was only 70 years old. I'm 38. So she had so much time to be a grandmother, and she wanted to be one. And she is like the only grandparent that my kids had, that was there for every single one of their births, and would take all 4 kids by herself anywhere. She would take them by herself. She would drop them off at school. She would pick them up. She would do anything. And none of the other grandparents will do that. No other person will do that. So that's just wild to me. So we're kind of like at a, yeah, dude. She just always took all the kids. You know, I'll take one of the kids, and then she took 2 of the kids, and then once they're 3, she'll take 3 of the kids, and it's kind of like a controlled chaos, you know. And you got to love it. You just got to love it. And a lot of the grandparents just don't like it. And but she did. And thank you, Crystal. Thank you, guys. And I don't know, like selfishly, like I don't know, it felt like, wow, like I don't know how my wife and I are ever going to take a vacation. It's like legitimately, guys, like we've gone to vacations are not based off of my mom being able to watch the kids. So I think we're going to have to like, each kid is going to have like a parent, like a sleepover parent that they go to if we need to go somewhere. I don't know how we leave for 3 or 4 days, without we don't have any family members anymore that can do that. And it also felt really like, damn, if anything ever happened to my wife and I, it was nice to know that my parents could take my kids if anything did happen to me. And that's gone now too. So grandma, just call her Grandma Sue. And so it's like kind of knowing that my point in my kids' life, obviously I always knew that I'm their father, but I like that I'm it for them. My wife and I are it for my kids. And so it kind of focused that in today. Well, thank you, Gunny. Thank you about that. Diane, my dad is still there. He's just not, he's like the typical boomer parent. Never changed his diaper, not really involved. The kids are like too much for him. He doesn't really enjoy watching them, doesn't really care to. And he only lives like 30, 45 minutes away, which is so frustrating because I'm like, dude, this is like your chance, Yeah. No godmother. We have cousins, but they're not in a spot that they could take him. Yeah, Quinn, thank you. Yeah, she was really awesome. No, yeah, Darcy, we're just gonna need to do that. Basically, Nick gonna have to have close friends that our sons and daughters are friends with, and then just kind of push them out there. But yeah, my dad is basically the exact type of parent that I don't want to be. I'm like really in there. You know what I mean? I'm changing every diaper that I can because I love my kid and I don't want them like hanging out in a pea-soaked diaper. Why would I not change that diaper immediately? You know what I mean? Like I'm like super hands-on, super want to be in there. I want to be, connected and play around with my kids and, but my dad just is doing his own thing, and it sucks. Good. Yeah, Ducray. Yeah, it's fun. My mom passed away yesterday, Jen. So we're just kind of, yeah. Thank you, Dartry, man. Thank you, guys. So, anyway, I didn't want to make this stream all about that again, but sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone is so nice, and you guys have all, but that's why I wanted to talk about it. Thank you, guys. It was really nice. All the DMs and on Discord and here, everyone thanking me, for sharing it. We have one kiddo in diapers still. That's 3. And yeah. And they're honestly, she's about to get out of diapers. Thank you, Sills. Thank you. I was just looking at pictures, and yeah, this is us. This is my mom. She's so beautiful. And and let's see. She's so funny. This is her coming out. She's like getting introduced at my wedding. She's so excited. She's so excited here. This is she's just an amazing person. And she loved me so much. And yeah. This is like we used to go to Lake Arrowhead together. This is when I had my yeard. So I used to have like hair down to like my shoulders, and then my parents. Yeah. And this is me afterwards. This is my mom with our dog, Helix. This is Helix. His name is Helix. So like double helix. He's just a puppy. Just a puppy. And this is her. She was so excited to be a grandma. So she's so excited. There's some not stream friendly stuff. This is her. This is our first baby doing the bath. She was so excited to be a grandma. So excited here. She loved these photos. She was so excited. She came to everything. She was just there. Like at for everything. She was constantly there. Being there. Watching them. That's me. She's so beautiful. And look, just how many pictures we have with the kiddos and her, because she's just been at every single every single kiddo, every single time. We would take them to Little Gym, which was like this way that they could do gymnastics. And yeah, she would take them to Little Gym too, like everything. Like whatever it is, like they were like, we're gonna go. That's gonna be my thing. This is my son, my oldest son. Oh, this is with Cora. This is with our baby girl, our older girl. She would just constantly be at everything. This is our family. And this is my second son. This is her again. Second son, already there. Yeah. She's the only person that was in there at every single kid. Just everything. Every single, like, this is a pumpkin patch. This is us just going out for the night. Like, we just going out, like, randomly at the night, and she just showed up. This is us we went to pick out the pumpkins. This is my kiddo's first time getting pumpkins. She was there for that. She was there every single time for everything. I'm so lucky. Yeah. I'm so lucky. This is just like one of those moments where she's just like giving a bottle, and of course my older son is like trying to climb onto her. Oh, that's my grandma. That's my dad's mom. And really, really lucky. Look at Owen's face, it's so funny. Yeah, she was only 70. I'm 38. Yeah, we got robbed. She's so cool. We weren't supposed to be. There was teenagers, guys. Teenagers in the neighborhood that wouldn't do this slide. And my mom was doing it with our older son. She actually went and did it. Like, she was so cool. Look at her. Yay! Again, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And this is during Cora. So this is during the pandemic. So of course, guys, we were like strict. I was like, Mom, Dad, you have to quarantine for like 4 days. I want to see tests every other day. You need to have 3 failed tests. Like, we were serious. We were serious about this because this is before the vaccine. So my mom was like, yeah, of course. Like, whatever you need, for sure. Yeah, of course. And then they masked the entire time. They were, to protect them, too, and so they were totally down. And this is her giving Cora her first bath. She's like, so, look at that cutie. She's always so fit, so healthy. This is my mom. This is her, fearlessly. 3 kids, 3 grandparents, 3 grandkids, no problem. No problem. Giving baths, watching the kids, whatever you need. Yeah. Thanks, Ado. Thanks, bro. Look at that cutie patootie. Let's see here. I got my fat pandemic face going through here. I'm gonna have to like scroll through it, guys. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. But yeah, I was overweight and 250 in the pandemic. It's getting fatter and fatter in these. This is her sister, Aunt Debbie. Look at the girl. This is having so much fun. This is yeah. We're at the wild animal park, the safari park here. They took me to the safari park when I was growing up constantly. This is at the Roaring store. They treated us. You got to actually like go and actually stay. So they treated us, and we did the Roaring store one year. And yeah, they loved it. They loved it. Honestly, it's one of the reasons why I think I'm a biologist is how much we used to go to the safari park, and I had so much fun with it. It's one of I fell in love with it. This is a really cool one because this is like when all the grandkids. No, actually, we were still missing our kiddo. Oh my gosh, I'm so fat. Look at that. Just all the kids loves their Grandma Sue time. Love their Grandma Sue. And this is baby Eliza. So this one is named after my mom. So all the kids have this, the middle name is the name of one of the grandparents, and this one is this is Eliza Susan. So they finally got to meet Eliza Susan and my mom. So these are the two granddaughters. And yeah. And this is us going for the first time as a full family out for Halloween. Reproduce content. Okay. Well, I don't care, TikTok. Leave me alone. Oh, this is when I got my PhD. This is when I defended. This is my dad's tie. My dad's Harvard tie, his Harvard class tie. So I wore that in commemoration from him. And she was like so proud of me, and they were gonna do an Easter egg hunt. And there we go. Again, you guys, just doing whatever she can. The Susans together, just doing what they can constantly. There you go. There's the Susans. Whenever I could get them together, I always wanted to. These are the Susans. Yeah. This is such a funny thing. My mom got trapped in this ball pit at this science center, and she literally got like trapped. She couldn't she couldn't get out. She was like, help. Like, she's like literally going like, help, like for real. Help. Got trapped in the ball pit. She's like, just thought it was so funny. The kids are like joking around with her. Oh my gosh. So we went to, last year, my mother-in-law passed away. So we went to the butterfly garden, and she like had all these butterflies land on her, and she just loved it. And then we paid $5 to actually release this thing, and she thought it was so cool. She was like, oh, look at that. Look at that face. She's like, whoa. I love that face. So cool. She thought it was so awesome. She always loved biology. And yeah. This is my favorite photo of all time. Right here. Right here. She's just, it's a great image and a great thing where she's just having so much fun, laughing, being silly, and our daughter's just loving it. Yeah, it was so cool. It's such a great belly laugh from Eliza. This is me and her. She's immune compromised here. So she was masking and going through chemo. But I'm going to a jiu-jitsu competition, and she's watching the kids so I can go to my first jiu-jitsu competition here. That was in April. So, they had told her she was in remission in April. So we thought we were in the clear. And, it wasn't. She wasn't. Yeah. Oh, that's a wig. That's a wig. I just like let it grow out and yeah. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. No, she wasn't. She was a nurse for her entire life. And she was so a member of the community where we would go out to the grocery store and she would get stopped constantly. She was 70 years old. And when I was a kid, I used to hate it because we'd go to the grocery store and old patients of hers would constantly stop her and be like, hey, how's it going, Sue? So nice to see you. And they would like just everything everywhere was, you constantly was like going in with the celebrity where she would constantly be stopped and had to talk. And as a kid, I was so like, Mom, like, come on, we got to go. And it's so funny. She was just a huge member of the community. And it was funny. It was wild. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean for this one to be this too, but I didn't share the pictures yesterday, so it feels nice to go through them again. Dude, that's so true, silly goose. That's so true. No, she was a GI nurse. Yeah, so she like used the scopes. So people like to scope, you know, either end. You know, one side to save your life from choking, and the other side to save your life from like polyps and prostate cancer and stuff. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And so I felt like she was like a superstar. You know, like she was like Superman that would get called into, you know, we would be at a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner, and she'd get a call that she had to go in. You know, someone was choking, and she had to go in and save that person. So it really felt like you had like Superman or Spider-Man getting called in, like the bat phone going off, and it's like, I got to go save someone. So it was so cool. You know, I thought that she was a really huge member of the community that we kind of like, and she hated it, but you had to take, you know, call on some holidays, you know, and I just thought it was so cool that she was so important. Yeah. 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 Thanks, Ducray. Yeah. I didn't even see it, but thank you. Yeah, I think it's a sad thing. The world is a little bit dimmer today for sure. Yeah, damn, Monica, that's a good point. Yeah, the kids and my grandkids left. My kids lost their 2 grandmothers within a year of one another. So they lost their other grandma less than a year ago, and then yesterday, they lost their other grandmother. So I don't get it. But it's just crazy. It happened so quickly. When she got it, I was like, oh, okay. It's going to be like a Ruth Bader Ginsburg thing where she has like cancer for 30 years, like whatever. She could, you know, fight it off, like whatever. They caught it early. You know, she can battle through it, whatever it is. She's going to battle through it. And she did. You know, she fought it the entire time. But the prognosis for those cancers are so bad. It's peritoneal cancer, where it's like all in that space in your body cavity, and it's like where all your organs are, you know. So it's just, you go right into having multi-organ failure super quickly. The peritoneal space is the space in between your organs and stuff. So it's just really tough. You go into multi-organ failure super quickly, and it has she passed away yesterday around 5 o'clock yesterday, actually around 6 o'clock, and then my dad called me at 7. So then, and it had, like, I had just left. I basically had just left. Yeah, silly. People don't know that they have peritoneal cancer until it's too late. Like it usually gets diagnosed at 3 or 4. So that's the thing, is that you just have like some weird feeling in your stomach or something, and you think it's indigestion or something like that. And so they don't normally catch peritoneal cancer until it's stage 3 or 4. And then once it is stage 3 or 4, because it's right where all your organs are, you just go into liver failure pretty much immediately. That's what happened with my mom. Yeah. Yeah, Len. Yeah, Jen. I was the The devil's lettuce and adult beverages. I know, Ado. I agree, bro. It's like, fuck, bro. Shouldn't we? Thank you, Mama Bessie. Thank you. Silly goose. I mean, we don't know. We don't know, Parusha. We don't know. We don't know. That sometimes you just never know. Thank you, man. Thank you. I did, Jen. I did. Yeah, I did. It's okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Like today, oh, thank you, Rapture. Thank you. Dude, honestly, today I've just been sleeping the entire time. I've just been sleeping. Stress sleeping, I guess. I don't know. just like couldn't deal with it and just slept. And that's it. And yeah, I want to get back in the gym, start doing jujitsu again. I just couldn't do jujitsu and drive up, it's 2 hours in the opposite direction, so I couldn't do them both at the same time. So I kind of abandoned jujitsu for the last 2 weeks, and it sucks. So, but getting back to that, it's gonna be really nice. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, Allison. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been so cool. Yeah. Yeah, Jean-Luc Picard, exactly. She made no mistakes. It really is true. It was so, in all the family photos, she is like the healthiest of everyone the entire time. Never smoked, didn't drink too much, healthy, didn't drink at all. She didn't drink at all. But exercised. It's wild, man. It's wild. I know, Jen. I know. Getting freaking laid off and then my mom dying all in a month. It sucks, dude. I just like, damn, dude. But to be honest with you guys, this has like been such a really amazing part of my life. It's doing this with you guys, and it's been really amazing. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ado. And yeah, dude, Cray. I've been like kind of weepy the last 2 months because of it. And that's why I've kind of like broken down on stream a couple times, and because people were really nice about something to me, or thank you, man. Thank you, guys. And so that's why I've kind of like broken down on stream before, and then because I didn't want to make all the streams about it, I wanted to kind of like disengage a little bit. And yeah, dude, Cray. I didn't know how much longer it was going to be. It might have been years, might have been 10 years, it might have been months like we got. I remember, God, I remember at work reading. I was like, there's no way that my mom dies with 6 to 12 months average time. Like, there's no way. Like, it's no way that someone goes that from healthy living to dead in 6 to 12 months. Like, there's no way. And then boom. Yeah, it happened. We got 10 months. It was so on I've never lost a direct family member before. I've lost two. About my grandparents actually lived until my 20s. It was actually really crazy how long my grandparents lived. Both of them were into their 20s, and then they kind of died over the course of like 6 to 8 years. And then that this was crazy. Oh my gosh, Diane, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's so wild. And my dad's doing okay. I'm giving him some space. I texted him today. He texted the family and everyone this morning and let everyone know. Oh, thank you, Neo. Thank you, man. I'm so sorry to hear. It was funny. My wife was watching the stream, and she said to me today, she was like, there's no way this is healthy for him to stream tonight. But then after watching for like 20, 30 minutes, like, she was like, oh yeah, this is totally better. Because you're like basically hanging out with friends and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm just kind of like talking through my stuff, and, it's as if we're just hanging out, like I would be telling you that. I have an estranged sister, and that was one of the things that I promised my mom I would be talking about and mending that with my sister. And I need to work on that, and I need to grieve my own healing in order to do that. And yeah, I need to work on that. I'm not a perfect person, guys. I'm not a perfect person. And I feel like she has slighted me. And I think it's been over like 15 years. And I think I just need to get over it, because I don't think that the apology is ever coming. I don't think it's ever coming from her. And I need to get over it. I have to. Life's too short. That's what my mom kept saying this last 2 weeks. Life is too short. And for her, it definitely was. It's definitely too short for her. Dang, Jen, it's tough. That's so tough. I would hate to have any of my kids estranged from me. That would feel so awful. Oh, wow. Dang, Spark. That's so tough. Thank you, Jared. Oh, Sherry, I'm sorry. Yeah. I gotta listen to it, my mom said, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scented. Thank you. Sherry. Thanks, Twitch. Oh, wow, Sarah. Oh my gosh. That's so tough. Yeah, Maria, that's probably a good idea. I think so, Nico. I tried, man. I tried. That's a good point, Charity. That's a good point. Yeah, Nico, we should like invest like our, 100 million, hundreds of millions of dollars or $1 billion in order to study and fight cancer and stuff. We should refund that. It's like wild, man. That's interesting, Sarah. I wonder why. Maybe, Nico. Ghostbusters. Maybe, yeah, maybe the $200 million for the ballroom could have been used for maybe some other things. Yeah, just throwing it out there. Just throwing out some ideas, maybe. Wow, Jen, I didn't not know that. That's an interesting stat. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thank you for saying that. Hey, nice, dude. Nice, Jesus. So true. So true. Man. Thank you, Keely. My mom was religious, so it was nice. We had someone come in and pray with her. So that was really nice. I prayed with her. Yeah, she's couldn't really talk the last day. It's so weird that like you think like in the movies and stuff, it's like your last day, you're just like, all right, this is what I did. This is my last. This is everything. Take notes. This is okay. In reality, your body's just shutting down. You're in like multi-organ failure. You can't speak. You can't. She couldn't say anything. She could like mouth some stuff that you could barely see, if you really get it. But it's really tough. And so she was really frustrated the last day. Southern California. If someone got chickenpox as a child, can they get it again? Wouldn't you have antibodies against it? I think that you'd be okay. Yeah. Oh wow, that's interesting, Chupacabra. Oh yeah, Nico, that's a good point. That's what I thought. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, one of the reason why I call myself a Christian atheist instead of just an atheist is because of my mom. That is like, she wanted me more than anything. Shit really broke her when I became an atheist when I was like 16. Really broke her. And I just try to live the values that my mom taught me, and yeah. And she said that she has dreams. She had dreams about me becoming a Christian again. I tell you, it's just like so tough. I didn't want to lie to her. Yeah, Monica, it's a real thing. It's really interesting. Yeah, I don't believe in supernatural things. Maybe, Nico. Oh, yeah, Chupacabra. That's the thing, dude. It's so easy to lie in those moments. That's the um, Ricky Gervais movie, Invention of Lying. And it's like literally so sad that you're on a deathbed and to be like, hey, don't worry about this. I'll see you later. Or telling my kids right now, oh, don't worry about it. Grandma Sue's gone, but you're going to see her later in heaven. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So it's like, wouldn't that be so easy just to say that to them and lie? It's like, it'd be so easy. Yeah, Nico, I have. It's a great movie. Oh, Silly Goose. Yeah, maybe we'll look it up. Christian atheism. Right. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. All right. Let's check it out, guys. Christian atheism is an ideology that embraces the teachings, narratives, symbols, practices, or communities associated with Christianity without accepting the literal existence of God. It often overlaps with non-theism and post-theism. Post-theism is a really interesting thought. The idea that we've evolved past religion, which is an idea that I do have, that a religion evolved with humans. But yeah. Anyway, we can read about that later. There are common schools of thought among Christian atheists. Thomas Ogletree and Frederick Macquard are professor of ethics and religious studies at Yale Divinity School, list these 4 common beliefs. 1. The assertion of the unreality of God for our age, including the understandings of gods that have been a part of the traditional Christian theology. Yes, the unreality of God, true. 2. The existence upon coming to grips with contemporary culture as a necessary feature of responsible theological work. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I do feel like that is a big thing, because a lot of people are like, well, why are you a Christian atheist? Your morals, those are the same morals of anything. And I think that's a good point. 3, varying degrees and forms of alienation from the church as it is now constituted. And yeah, exactly. There's no like biblical organized religious sect. And 4, recognition of the centrality of the person of Jesus in the theological reflection. Yeah, it's very like Jesuit, right? It'd be very like Jesuit in the idea. It's like it's particularly second, act Christian, not old world stuff. No Old Testament. I'm not a physician. I'm a scientist doctor. I'm a PhD with microbiology. Yeah, post-theism. You can read about that 1 second. Theological approaches. Whoa. I haven't read a lot of this stuff. This is interesting. Whoa. Death of God. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's like doing things just because you're told to do them by a book, like, is not a good it's not a good idea. I feel like if God was real, then I would hopefully just be a good enough person to be put into heaven regardless of whether or not I accept him, right? Or her, whatever it is. Like, it just feels weird to me. Death of God theology, which had been brief public prominence in the mid-1960s, refers to a range of views aiming to account for the rise of secularity and emphasizing that God has either ceased to exist or never did. According to Paul Van Buren, a death of God theologian, what? A death of God theologian? What? The word God itself is, quote, either meaningless or misleading, end quote. Van Buren contended that it is impossible to think about God and say, quote, we cannot identify anything which will count for or against the truth of our statements concerning God, end quote. Most Christian atheists believe that God never existed, but a few take the death of God literally. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I would never say that he's existed. God never existed. We're reading Christian Atheism Wikipedia. I think God was a creation of the human like frontal lobe. Thomas J.J. Altzer spoke of Jesus' death on the cross as a redemptive event that passed the baton to humanity. Yeah, this is also an interesting thing. Do I think that Jesus was an actual person? I would think that he would have to be, probably. There's so many people in that period of the earth during that time that are doing kind of like magic tricks, basically, that are like trying to show that they have a some whim of religious or supernatural capability. There's so many. So like there's probably hundreds and hundreds of people during that time that were doing the same type of thing. And so the idea that there would be one, like a Jesus that actually did exist, I'm okay with saying that. In the Gospel of Christian Atheism, the Gospel of Christian Atheism, what? He stated, quote, every man today who is open to experience knows that God is absent, but only the Christian knows that God is dead, that the death of God is a final and irrevocable event, and that the God's death has actualized in our history a new and liberated humanity. Whoa. So like, are we talking about the Gospel of Christian Atheism? So like, are we talking about people that literally accept that God, like, that's such a weird thing. This is the Christian Atheism Wikipedia. So that's so wild that they would think that like there was a God, but God literally died, and now we're just godless. That's wild. Some death of God theologians favor separation from the institution of the Christian church. Altzer stated that the, quote, radical Christian believes that the ecclesiastical tradition has ceased to be Christian. And indeed that faith, quote, can never identify itself with the ecclesiastical. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ecclesiastical.
Yeah, right. Ecclesiastical. Okay, ecclesiastical. With an ecclesiastical tradition or within a given doctrinal or ritual form. Moreover, he believed that Orthodox Christianity failed in rejecting modern culture and contemporary theology, and that it should seek instead to be sacred by embracing the radical profanity of the modern age. Altstiel saw God as the enemy of man because mankind could never reach its fullest potential while God existed. True. And to cling to God was to evade the human situation of our century and to renounce the inevitable suffering which is its lot. Dude, that's so metal. The idea that like killing or the death of God or the death of Jesus was like this huge pivotal event for us to like go forward without a God. That's wild. That's really weird. Postmodern theory. Whoa, Zizek is coming up, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're coming up. This is so interesting. Postmodern theology emphasizes that God, or the idea of God, is the subject to human interpretation. It is influenced by deconstructionists such as Jacques Derrida, the German idealist George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, and Christian existentialists including Soren Kierkegaard and Paul Tillich, and philosopher Martin Heidegger. John Capito, a leading figure in postmodern theology, advocates weak theology, which denies the existence of a supernatural, powerful God that reigns over the world in favor of a God that represents the call of people to embrace unconditionals such as justice, hospitality, and forgiveness. That makes sense to me. I like that. The unconditionals are never fully reachable or even conceivable. Guys, I've been well, how did he die? I think that the idea would be that that was on the cross, that God died on the cross. That has to be it, right? Oh, thanks, Stars. Yeah, I will. I'll probably be going to therapy for sure. I've gone to therapy a lot of other times. This is probably one of the biggest moments of my life, so I probably will. Yeah, I have 3 free visits with my healthcare, so I'll probably do that for sure. Because the empathy is hard to tit for tat is so successful as a game theory. I honestly usually go for maybe 5 or 6 sessions, and then I'll stop. I don't normally go constantly. Accordingly, Capito says, quote, God doesn't exist, God insists, and the existence of our response is the only way the insistence of the call acquires existence or makes an appearance in the world, end quote. Capito, who distances himself from death of God theology, asserts that atheism is the beginning of theology rather than the point of it, as he stresses the role of poetics, in which people respond to the call of God through things such as metaphors, narratives, songs, poems, and parables, rather than the propositions and arguments. Capito accepts the postmodern label, but also uses the term radical theology, post-structuralism, and post-theism. He identifies with the Christian left. In the United Kingdom, Don Caput pioneered Christian non-realism, which rejects a realistic ontology, the notion that there is something out there prior to and independent of our knowledge and theories, and against which they can be checked. Caput came to associate with postmodernism over time and advocates for solar living, that says religion can offer a moral philosophy suited to our times, rooted in both cosmology and secular culture, and like the sun, quote, simply is its own outpouring of self-expression. Wow, that's so interesting. I don't know how to interpret that. This is interesting. Zizek, philosopher and cultural theorist Zizek says, quote, the only way to be an atheist is through Christianity. He claims traditional atheism does not go far enough. What? This is so interesting to me. What? Quote, Christianity is much more atheist than the usual atheism, which can claim there is no God, and so on, but nonetheless retains a certain trust into the big other. This big other can be called natural necessity, evolution, or whatever. We humans are nonetheless reduced to a position within the harmonious whole of evolution, whatever, but the difficult thing to accept is again that there is no big other, no point of reference which guarantees meaning. According to Zizek, the idea of Jesus' death on the cross addresses this tension by serving as an act of love and a resolution of radical anxiety. Indeed, Zizek says that Jesus himself became an atheist on the cross when crying out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Whoa, that's so interesting. Mark 15:34. Damn. That's a really good point. I think I'm going to use that. That cry, because they all say that everyone the Christian retort constantly from people is like, why do you think that why do you follow Jesus if he's a liar in your eyes, because he's saying that he's the Son of God? But I mean, that's a really interesting point, that Jesus himself became an atheist. Yeah, Nez, I'm with you. Theologian Peter Rollins says the distinction between theology and atheism is artificial, and he extols the profoundly theological dimensions of atheism and the deeply atheistic dimensions of theology. Rollins says that, quote, when you take Christianity seriously, end quote, the belief in a metaphysical God of necessity goes. Rollins instead advocates for pyrotheology. What? Pyrotheology involves a deep critique of any religious ideological system that promises an escape from doubt and anxiety. Pyrotheology helps to transform the doubts and difficulties of daily life into a fuel that ignites a journey into the depth and density of life. Pyrotheology offers an incendiary understanding of faith that has nothing to do with the other tired debates between theists and atheists. It uncovers how faith helps us resolutely conform our brokenness, joyfully embrace unknowing, and courageously face the difficulties of life. Wow, I wouldn't have come to that myself, so it seems a little contrived. Huh. Protestantism, Catholicism. Interesting. Criticisms. In his book Mere Christianity, the apologist C.S. Lewis objected to Hamilton's version of Christian atheism and the claim that Jesus was merely a moral guide. I am trying here to prevent anyone saying the really foolish thing that people often say about him. I'm ready to accept Jesus as a moral teacher, but I don't accept his claim to be God. That is the one thing we must not say. A man who was merely a man and said the sort of things Jesus said would not be the great moral teacher. He would either be a lunatic on the level with the man who says he is a poached egg, or else he would be the devil of hell. You must make your choice. Either this man is the Son of God, or else a madman or something worse. You can shut him up for a fool, you can spit him out, and you can kill him as a demon, or you can fall at his feet and call him the Lord of God and God. But let us not come with any patronizing nonsense about his being a great human teacher. He has not left that open to us. He did not intend to. Now it seems to me obvious that he was neither a lunatic nor a fiend, and consequently, however strange or terrifyingly or unlikely it may seem, I have to accept the view that he was and is God. That's so weird. But I understand what he's saying, because it's like he has so much conviction. You have to listen to it, you know? But that's weird that he would just like, okay, I'm just going to believe this guy. I think it's going to believe. Oh, thank you, Deanne. So glad you found me too, man. What's your MBTI type? I don't know what that is. Extrovert, introvert thing? I don't know. Oh, real quick. Post-theism. This is a fast one. Post-theism is the belief that post-theism is the belief that the belief in God belongs to a previous stage of human development, and thus a division of atheism versus theism is obsolete. It is a variant of non-theism. The term appears in liberal Christianity and post-Christianity. Hark Hugh Foster, in a 1918 lecture, announced that modern culture had arrived to a post-theistic stage in which humanity has taken possession of the powers of agency and creativity that had formerly been projected upon God. Dennis Turner argues that Karl Marx did not choose atheism over theism, but rejected the binary Feuerbachian choice in the essence of Christianity altogether, a position by being post-theistic is at the same time necessarily post-atheistic. Turner wrote that Marx, quote, appeared to believe that simple atheism that rests on the straightforward negation and reversal of what theism claims, is as ideological as the theism it all too simply rejects. At one point, Marx argued, quote, there should be no trifling with the label atheism, as he insisted religion in itself is without any context. It owes its being not to heaven, but to the earth, and with the abolition of the distorted reality of which it is the theory, it will collapse upon itself. Related ideas include Nietzsche's pronouncement that God is dead and the transtheism of two guys. I do have to say, I do agree that like atheism as a term is weird because you're calling yourself something that you're not, and it's like I'm not a non-unicorn. I'm not a non-leprechaun. You know what I mean? It is weird. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like I kind of agree with that. Isn't that what non-theism would be? Like if you don't know as a kid, if you're not indoctrinated as a kid, like every kid is born an atheist. You know what I mean? They're not born with it. You know what I mean? Like there's no, if you're not like indoctrinated early, it's not. No, they're not agnostic. No, agnostic would be like they don't know about the it's like no, they don't, of course they don't think that a God exists. Why would they ever? No, I don't think so. No, the agnostic is like they're the TV doesn't exist. You know what I mean? The channel's not on. The TV's not on, and the channel isn't tuned into whatever channel that you want. That Christianity, whatever, Catholicism. Those are the channels. They don't have that. They don't have that on. Okay, Emerald, thank you. Yeah. Exactly, Rebecca. Yeah. Like you're not like indoctrinated. You have to be indoctrinated with it in order to. Agnostic is just the idea that you're. What's the official term? Yeah, it stands for neither claims the knowledge nor asserts disbelief in the. How would that be the. How would agnosticism be the default of humans? That doesn't make any sense. You got me, Emerald. You got it. I have it, and I've read some of the I have it. Yeah, But like, that doesn't. Oh, Amdeezy, thank you. What's your Emerald? What's your philosophy degree in? I was just wondering, since I can't, I'm so ill versed. I was just curious what your background is. Just let me know. But it's not about a positive or negative claim when there is no knowledge of it. Yeah, I think it's more than that. Yeah, exactly. How would you have an? How would it be? How would it be? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, Emerald, I actually have a doctorate in philosophy, so you can just get banned, dude. Headshot. Idiot. Sorry, ads. I'm sorry. Thank you, guys. Hey, Alina, how's it going? Nice to see you. Dude, I got my flu vaccine on Tuesday and getting my COVID. Kelsey, let's go. Okay, we got the Vax party, and then we're going to do ads. Let's go. 4:17. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Kelsey, good job. Come back in here. Come back in here and get your other one. Amazing. All right. Anyone else? Nice, Kelsey. Nice. Yeah, come back. All right. Let's go back to... Oh, thank you, Evil. All right, this. Oh, Kiomatic. Okay, sweet. Let's just do it. I'll do it from space. I'll do it from space. 318. Oh, no, it's not. We can't see it yet. Never mind. We'll wait. All right, guys. Thank you for super fanning. The number one way you can help the show is becoming a fan. So thank you guys so much for becoming a fan. Evil Con, Marlis, Amber, Ado, DN, Ghostbusters, Lindsay. Thank you so much to the top gifters. Thank you so much to the top likers too. Cindy Rose, AMDZ, Charity, Darcherman, Ducray, Mary, Kiomatic, Helen. Thank you guys so much. Super chats. If you want me to read an article, you want me to ask a question, whatever you want. Also, in the link tree, my Discord, my publications, and my YouTube archive. You can go there and you can get all that. All right. Now we're back. All right. Boom. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming back. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Amber. See ya, MDZ. Have a good one. I don't lol clips. I don't just I don't do like Twitter. I just have I do put all my takes on yeah, I've just been using this. This is kind of like where my takes are. You know what I mean? X and stuff. I mean, I have one, but it's kind of like, but it's my science stuff. It used to be my science Twitter stuff. So I kind of like breaking down papers and all that kind of stuff. I'm like do you mean like the spaces, the Twitter spaces and stuff that they have? Thank you. Yeah, Keomatic. I feel like I don't know if I would trust my. Oh, thank you, Ness. I appreciate you. Hey, thank you, Titch. I appreciate you. Yeah, I do. I do have that. I do have that for my stuff. I just, I mean, I don't use it anymore. For like my text-based takes and stuff, I'll just make a video of it, you know, on my TikTok. So if there's something happening, I'll just kind of like speak into the camera. And it kind of like everything is just here now. You know, everything just becomes here. Yeah, it's just it's easier just to have everything on one platform as opposed to like Twitter's for here, this is for this, this is for this, or no, I do Instagram for like my friends and my jujitsu and my family stuff, and then this is like all my political and my science stuff. What would I share there, though? Do I share videos? Share minute videos? Night. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong in that it is kind of like it does seem to be the same. I'll reconsider it, okay? I'll reconsider it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think like the problem is like the people, like it's really tough to make like cross pollination. Thanks, man. Thanks, Better Dad. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on last night too. It's just tough. It's tough to do cross pollination for a lot of the different platforms and stuff. It's like you like spread yourself out too much, I feel like sometimes. So I don't do it. If I have like a political take, I'll just do it. Do it here. I'll do it live. Dude, I love Debunk the Funk. I also love Professor Dave. I like, yeah, I mean, it would be incredible. I don't think I'm big enough in order to do that, but I would love like to collab against. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. I think they're both doing really good work, like debunking this stuff and engaging, kind of like what I'm doing, trying to engage with debunking stuff. Will you stay with TikTok if the owners change and it goes total MAGA? That's a good question, to be honest with you. I do think that there is a chance that happens, maybe a 10% chance. I have a blue sky. Just don't use it. Guys, I've tried everything. I've tried every other social media platform, but TikTok is the only one that I've gotten any type of following on. I've tried doing science communication since like 2021 on everything, guys, like on everything. And I haven't been able to get anyone to follow me or to engage with it except for TikTok. TikTok is the only one. So all my other science communication stuff is like 10, 15 people. Dr. Blitz is awesome too. I like Dr. Blitz. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't. TikTok must be the algorithm. I don't know. It is wild. I think that maybe it's because I'm doing something that's so different on here versus other places. Like YouTube, it's hard to find your stream. Like, I mean, I have my YouTube archive, guys. It's the same stuff that I'm doing here. I have YouTube chat open, and it's dead. There's nobody in there. I don't think that a single person has jumped in the entire time. So I guess YouTube would be the if I got banned, I'd probably just continue streaming to YouTube and then add something else. But the thing is that TikTok, it's really what makes TikTok incredible is the chat, like the voice chat, being able to jump in on and just be able to jump in. It's just crazy. So normally, like, it's really hard to talk with people. It takes a lot of effort in order to get like content creators and stuff together. You have to like have an interview time, and then you have to coordinate schedules and all that kind of stuff. TikTok, they just jump in. It's incredible. I hope not QBT. I don't think so. Yeah, it's same name, Dr. Nanotube. Yeah, I've never gotten any of my stuff censored on YouTube ever. I did simultaneously stream to Twitch, but again, it just never took off. Yeah, Ducray. Yeah, I put a little thing there so that you guys can your TikTok chat goes on to the YouTube as well. Yeah, lolcow doesn't change, It doesn't change, man. It really is the ability for yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Keomatic. I've gotten 2 warnings for misinformation, and one of them was my own science. It was my own science that I was talking about. I'm a co-author in a peer-reviewed journal, and it cited me as misinformation. I'm like, how in the world? And then the first one was something else, but it wasn't in the live. It was the clips of the live that both got the warnings. But then I appealed both, and I got it taken away. So my account is clean right now. So that's good. But I mean, it is a little scary for sure that I could be taken out. Yeah. Oh, nice, Sophie. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Silly Goose. Yeah, Ducray. The guests get the warning more often than not. Yeah, they get with the warning, which sucks because it's like I have to be able to engage with the people that I disagree with and that aren't correct in order for me to correct them. So it is kind of frustrating. No, Frank, no. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chaomatic. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the whole point of this stream and this space is to try to engage with those people and those, like, as a scientist, which it doesn't happen. Oh, really, Silly Goose? Oh, that's not good. I know a lot of the new stuff and the TTS and the new things are going to be more lumped in like that, but I didn't know like that. Oh, right. Just going to see if there's anything else I wanted to do, thinking about. Okay. We have another thing that I have. I'm going to save it for tomorrow, though. I'm going to save it for tomorrow. Guys, I think that might be it. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not looking good, man. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not looking good. But I would... oh, it's the UN and the RFK thing. Not good. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not looking good as the world falls down. I think we still have to fight, though. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Renee. For real. I start at 9 p.m. Pacific time. 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time every day. Hanging out. Oh, yeah, Chaomatic. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was I was having some adult beverages and I had some devil's lettuce. So I was not, it wasn't an official Dr. Greg's debate episode. So I didn't put it up there. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, thank you, man. Maybe in 2026, we'll see. We'll see. I've been thinking about it. So I've been thinking about it. It takes a lot of time and money, and it's hard. No, I don't think so, Renee. I don't think so. That's the backup one, right? That's like the backup just in case something happens. But I don't think that I'd be surprised if 10 people, guys, like genuinely, I would be surprised if 10 people, like if I got banned on here, I would be surprised if 10 people, like, it's really the cross pollination on different platforms is like so hard. It's so hard. No, I mean, just did it. I'm down, but we'll have to see. Thank you, Darcher. Thank you, man. I mean, we'll see. Right now it's doing okay. It's like $100 a week, which is incredible. More than I ever would have thought. I mean, it's so hard to get monetized on YouTube. It's insane, guys. And even still, it's like $1 every thousand views or something. It's so tough. It's so tough. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, I'm like very, very thankful, very fortunate. So yeah. Hey guys, before we go, Substack. I really liked writing is rough. I do like the video aspect of it. I do like the video aspect of this. Before I go, guys, hit this thing right here. Become a fan. Do the fan thing. Become a fan so that we can level up the stream. Oh wow, Sophie. Nice. Yeah, I tried doing some of the YouTube Shorts stuff, but honestly, the longer videos are so much better because people like have a longer watch time. So that's why I just do the 30 minutes, 40-minute video highlights of the best conversations. I think that's a better move. It takes a lot more effort to do those 1-minute stuff. So, thank you, Silly Goose. Thank you. All right, guys. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. Not anymore. I don't know what happened to her. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. That was it. The outro now. That's it. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Silly Goose. Thank you. Devil's Lettuce, probably. Straight to it. I don't know. Probably not again, but we'll see. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow, probably doing the same thing, huh? I think so. Let's do it. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Peace. See you guys. See ya. Bye.